That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, when they first announced Matt Reeves's Batman movie was coming, it was met with a lot of backlash. You can't do a Batman outside of the DCU. You've already got a DCU thing going. And then, if you thought that was bad, then they announced who was going to be playing Batman.
Twilight Boy.
Boy. What? Robert Pattinson. And a lot of people got their little knickers in a twist up their pucker holes when they announced that. Turns out the movie was a smash hit with the audience, with the critics, and with the box office, making close to $800 million. Pattinson was great in the role. And it faced a lot of uphill battle too, because it had to fight against the fact that Batman on the big screen didn't have the best reputation at the moment. There were going to be multiple Batman going around. The whole Twilight Boy thing, like all that kind of stuff. It was all working against it, and yet it came out tremendous, flawless victory. But we've been waiting for a long time, and there were rumors a while ago that Batman 2 was simply canceled. And then the rumors came up again when James Gunn and Peter Safran took over DC, saying that, well, James Gunn's going to cancel it because he's not going to want another Batman outside of his DCU. And all that and they've persisted and persisted. And just in the last couple of weeks, the rumors have ramped up more and more and more because we've been waiting for so long that that's actually, I heard it's been canceled. How many times I read that on? I heard it's been canceled. Yeah, it's been canceled. Been canceled. It's like, that's funny. Why would they cancel a mega hit that was huge with the box office, the audience, and the critics?
Go woke, go broke, baby.
So finally, somebody asked James Gunn on social media and asked him this. Hey, James, is the rumor true that Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2, including the trilogy, will be canceled? To which James Gunn just said, of course not, with an eye roll. Of course it's not canceled. Now, this goes on, quoting our own Jeff Schneider, saying, according to Jeff Schneider of The Insider, director Matt Reeves and star Robert Pattinson's The Batman sequel will begin production in 1 year, actually less than a year from now, on April of 2025. And the new cast members are expected to be announced this fall. There were reports that filming was supposed to begin back in November of 2023, only to be pushed to March of 2024 amid last summer's writers and actors strikes. However, Warner Brothers officially delayed Batman 2 from October 3rd, 2025 to October 2nd, 2026. So, as far as we know, they're supposed to go into production this coming April, so a little bit less than a year away. And then about a year and a half after that, it's supposed to go into theaters 2026. Now, look, I am not happy as a fan that they have to take this much time in between these movies, right? It's unnecessary for there to be this much wait in between movies. Listen, I get it. I understand. There was upheaval. We had writer strike. Then we had actor strike. Schedules got shot all over the place. Now, well, let's start shooting Batman here. Well, we can't. Robert Pattinson's already committed to that time period for something else. And our producers are like, I get it. I still think they can get it out earlier than late 2026, but whatever, it is what it is. I think the notion that James Gunn was going to cancel this, I just, from the beginning, I thought was idiotic. Why would you cancel something that is one of the very, very few things that DC had going for it that was actually working? And does not, because it's in its own standalone universe, it has no impact on what you want to do with a brand new DC cinematic universe. And what we have learned is that the audience can differentiate between an iteration of the Batman character in a totally separate thing and another iteration of a Batman character in a connected cinematic universe. Which is a very different scenario, because a lot of people say, well, why can't Sony do live action Spider-Man when so-and-so is doing live action Spider-Man? Because they're not so separated. It's a different thing. The audience understands these are completely never going to interconnect, never going to cross over, no connective tissue whatsoever.
Yeah.
Between these different Batman.
And then they did just connect them. So those universes are all within the multiverse.
You're talking about on the Spider-Man side.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
so
DC
we've already
did
said
not do that.
Right. So that's why
DC
Spider-Man wouldn't.
has never remotely hinted that they were going to connect in the DCU with this Batman universe and
even
all this
across
kind
the
of stuff.
Spider-Verse connected.
Yeah,
So with,
they
with
even
Garfield,
connected
with
that in.
Garfield's
They brought in Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
They had Mrs. Chen. They did all that kind of stuff, right? Well, DC has never done that. So I love hearing James Gunn just like putting this to rest. Say, look, no, of course we're not canceling it. It's going to be a massive gold mine for us. Why would we cancel it? It's a big win for us.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to cancel it. And I continue to sit here to be very excited for it. Now, fortunately for us, we just found out that in September, wait a second, September? September? Or was it November? That
September, it's coming up.
That Penguin, the new installment set in that Batman universe with Colin Farrell, is coming out in like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that will hold us over for a little while, I think, until we get the new Batman.
Definitely.
But,
That'll hold us over. And then for our world, we're going to start getting news this fall about casting. And
we're going to start getting a lot more
steam
stuff.
building up.
Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. Guys, are you tired of the rough and rigid jeans crushing your boys? Well, today's sponsor, The Perfect Jean, finally solved all of your denim difficulties. They make great looking, perfect fitting jeans that are as comfortable as sweatpants. The secret? A special denim fabric that is super soft and has the perfect amount of stretch so you can squat, do yoga, or just sit around all day without ever having to take them off. I'm going to admit I was a little bit skeptical because to me, jeans have always been jeans. They're practical, but not always the most comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, it's not an exaggeration. Once I put on these jeans, the Perfect Jean redefined what jeans can be to me. They're the perfect fit, they stretch, they breathe, and again, they're just insanely comfortable. So guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15. Our listeners get 15% off your first order plus free shipping, free returns and free exchanges when you use code Campea15 at checkout. Again, that's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15 and use the code Campea15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Did you ever buy into the rumors that people try to create and spread around that Batman 2 was going to be canceled?
I love
Are
rumors.
you looking forward to that? Maybe you didn't like the first Batman. That's fair. All film is subjective. Maybe you didn't like the first one. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.